understand that we are all in this together, and we are on their side. We're all on the same side.
Well, I can tell you that accountability is tops. Since I took office, I've had to terminate 35 deputies already. I've arrested my own employees, and I've sought their own prosecution when they cross the line and engage in criminal conduct. And we have one of our deputies is on prosecution right now by the district attorney's office. Throughout the nation, we've had some cases where they have been prosecuted successfully for unlawful shootings, for example. The case in Chicago was the one in South Carolina, that's another example. So it is happening, but you have to realize we have to deal with the same criminal justice system, be it just an average suspect engaged in a criminal activity or a law enforcement officer acting under color of authority engaged in a criminal act. They still are bound by the very same criminal justice system, so we have to use preponderance of evidence. We have to prove the cases beyond reasonable doubt. And when it comes particularly in shootings and it involves law enforcement, the people are charge them with murder, but people have to understand that murder requires malice of forethought, and you have to prove that in a court of law. So district attorneys are always stuck with, how do we charge someone with murder, which involves malice of forethought, if it was an act that occurred right at the point where there's no planning involved? That's always been one of the hurdles in charging law enforcement when they do something like that. But it is happening occasionally, and when the facts are there, it needs to happen. We need to make sure that district attorneys understand this, that the community has to hold our profession accountable when they cross the line.
Some protesters are saying we need to defund the police here in LA. What do you say to that?
I'd say, you know what, we live in a democratic society. If we poll the majority of our community, they'll say, of course not. We want to fund the police department fully, the sheriff's department. We're the